Well, good morning, good whatever. This is Magic Melinda. Today is January 31 at about 2 a.m. I'm recording this now because usually my energy is very active about this time of day or night. I have strong energy things that happen to me. Well, tonight I was wondering why I was so tensed up or seemed like I was infused with extra energy or I had so much thinking to do and I had so much going across my mind. Then I realized today is that Lunar Occultation Day. What is that? A lunar occultation. I don't know how to say that word. But what happens is the full moon crosses a planet and it's eclipse a planet rather. So tonight the full moon eclipsed Mars. Now Mars energy is a very powerful warlike, confrontational like energy. So it's interesting to me that the moon and the planet, what kind of energy are they going to generate when they cross or eclipse each other? Violence. I don't know if that would mean that we as a race will be more violent for a minute. I'm waiting to see. I'm going to look at the news starting tomorrow, and I'm going to document if that eclipse caused more violence. Now, we are in a violent state, I will have to tell you, but I don't want it to increase. But with this lunar occultation taking place right now, and it takes more than one day for it to be complete, and that energy, will it impact us in a negative or a positive way? I'm going to track it. I've always tracked energy because I know energy has the last word in anything that we do. If you are not aware that everything is energy and it is the last word, because the creator of the universe is a massive, undefinable form of energy that controls everything, so to speak. We are a product of his thoughts, if you will. So therefore, we share all his traits in a way. And I have been studying that kind of energy my entire life. I don't call it a name or anything because it's so normal for me to do it. And I've done it most of the times. I'm not even aware that I'm doing it, but I'm always doing it. And you are too, if you become aware of who you are, or how powerful your energy can be, and how you can actually create your own world, which I have done, and not be stressed as most people find themselves, especially right now. It's a lot of people who need help in understanding the energy on the planet right now. That is why you see such shootings in California, such earthquakes in the universe. The energy that we are going through right now is so strong. It is so strong. It's like a cleansing energy. It's like shaking out the bad seeds. And if you will see an increase of people being fingered out or being exposed, shall we say. If you haven't noticed, see, when I was a young person, I can always talk about that because I seem to have lived in two different cultures for a long time. And that is a culture change and a culture shock that I'm looking at that it worries me. It worries me because if it continues in the vein that it's going, It's going to be a bad ending for a lot of people, maybe even me. But in any event, what is happening now is something that we need to start paying attention to on the real, on the real, on the real. One thing I have had in my life is good guidance. My parents were wonderful. I understood that angels do exist from the beginning. And when I entered this world, I already knew that. So I've always had protection. And you do too, but you have to acknowledge that you know that they are there. And I know that they are there. I've been in a lot of situations where I probably shouldn't have made it out, but my angels protected me. And I'll tell you about that another time. But what I want to discuss this time is the energy of this Mars and the moon. I feel something, but I don't know what I feel. I sat outside tonight to kind of absorb and just watch and see, could I see anything in the cosmos? And I know something, but I don't know what it is right now. But I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted. So I did a reading, as I do a lot of times. I communicate with my cards, so they communicate with me. And it tells me that there's going to be an upheaval. There's going to be a big change that's going to kind of shake up a lot of things, and mostly in the mindset of people. And it's going to be really sudden, and it's going to be really obvious. That's what I'm looking for. It's going to be very obvious because people are finding out there's too much corruption. Anytime the needle goes too far one way, it automatically corrects itself and start going the opposite direction. So now that people are going to start becoming aware, and I often wonder, where I was thinking earlier, is this the Mars? Is Mars having something to do with what I see in my cards? That's why I wanted to post this, because I see a change, a big, big old change. I see some influence. I see the mindset. I see clarity. I see mindset. I see ruly. I see kingly rule. This is an interesting reading to me. And I'm going to follow it. And I'm going to tell you what I see in the next few days. Thank you. Good night.